Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome to this coffee cup reading. This coffee cup is for all Scorpio and it's for the month of March, a little bit over 2026. I hope you'll enjoy this reading. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here. Thank you all for being here. My dear Scorpio, I'd like to welcome you and wish you all the best in everything you're doing and let you know how much in gratitude I am for your support, supporting me and this channel by watching, by perhaps contributing 1 or 2 extra videos a week for the sake of my health, supporting my health. I am in real gratitude for that. My dear Scorpio, your coffee cup is amazing. As always, it's very pretty, very different. There is divine intervention without a doubt, and something that is overwhelming you. A great divine intervention to help you, support you. You are so protected, absolutely so protected. And everything is going to be well, even if you might not see it now, but it is going to change. I'd like to also let you know, for those of you who are new to the channel or to the coffee cup, I want you to know that prior to this, I meditate and I'm given a lot of information, which I write down on a piece of paper and deliver this to you at the end of this reading. So please stay tuned for that. Now my glass is on and let us begin. First thing I see here. What is the first thing I see that is connected? Okay, there is someone. It's to do with someone that has very strong air energy. You've been concerned about this person. Maybe you're working alongside this person, or you might be partners in something like in business or in love relationship or in any kind of situation, or it could be even a sibling or a family, someone very close to you. They've got strong air energy, whether it's Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra within them, even if there are other signs. And I feel like this person has sort of, you've really got to be generous with this person. They're going through some sort of ordeal now, maybe something that they didn't see clearly. Maybe they jumped into something quickly. Sounds like possibly that this person might have Cancer in them, or Scorpio like yourself. But, it looks to me like there may be, you need to use your power, but in a loving way, to try to steer them to the right direction. They might be losing faith in something. They might be going through a lot of difficulty. They might be going through an abrupt kind of a situation where they discover there was some sort of injustice, or some sort of a situation where maybe they're judging themselves too harshly. Maybe they're judging someone too harshly. Maybe they took leadership of a situation that wasn't doing so well. Maybe they were tricked into something. So there is a situation that they're very upset. Maybe they're overwhelmed by a lot of debts, a lot of problems, because they might have made a mistake, or they might have been cheated in some way. So yes, it does look like you are going to be helping this person, even if by putting on a facade and trying not to show your real feelings, and rather than accusing them, and you did this, or you made the wrong choice, or you this. Just try to be very open and generous with them until it reaches to a level of acceptance, until they accept where they're at and try to find solutions, how to get out of it, and what else they can do to compensate or to heal the situation. But there is a very difficult situation without a doubt. So putting on a false, like a facade, putting on a false face, sort of like, being nice and just supportive and compassionate, even if you can't, even if you want to say to them, like, this, and so you didn't listen to me, you should have done it this way, I told you not to do this. Instead of doing that, just be loving and nice and get your words across. You are going to be very powerful. You have got the power in you to overcome this problem in a very loving way. This will benefit you and benefit others as well. So that's the first thing I see. This is concerning someone of air energy. They could have gone through a loss. They could have gone through some sort of a dilemma. But ultimately, things are going to get better. I do see that. All the answers are within you. You are so powerful. You've got the answers, even though you might think you don't, but you do. There is something mysterious happening here, something mysterious in regard to memories. Maybe you're going to go through something spiritual or mysterious and then go through memory lane. There is a possibility of that. But I do see that you are changing. You're you're elevating, you're pure, your life is becoming more vibrant, and you're becoming like as though you're rejuvenating and cleansing and moving forward. There is a situation with sobriety here. Somebody's abstaining from something. Could be drinking, could be alcohol, could be drugs, could be anything else. But I do see abstaining and going through a system of cleansing, and that is going to work well. That is going to do wonders. There is a situation where, okay, this could be about another person, where a straightaway beginning turns against them, and there's a bit of bad luck here, and they feel doomed, this person. So it's as though they got lost in the crowded place, or they got into something that was so, and this person might have Scorpio in them, actually. There's a Scorpio here. This could be you or someone that's got Scorpio in them. Maybe initially they made a bad decision, and now they are the ones to blame. Again, there's a blame situation. It could be the same story repeating. Maybe there was some lies, something wasn't real. Maybe lies in a situation, but that situation is coming to an end. This person wants to walk out from the situation, but they can't. They're stuck. It looks like they can't go anywhere. They can't leave it. And of course, they are having a lot of pain, emotional pain and depression, because they're stuck in a situation where they made a decision, they took something on, and that something wasn't as it seems. There's guilt, there's deep regret, there's sleepless nights. This could be also affecting you. This could be your partner, because it is also affecting you. This has got Scorpio right on top of it here. So it does show that it's very much either yourself or someone very close to you, connected to you, like a partner or a family member. This is causing a little bit of misery. I can see that, a little bit of pain, a little bit of anguish. But there's a healing energy right next to it. Alongside of each sector of this anguish and pain, there is the healing energy. This healing energy is going to be put into you so that you can heal the situation. Someone took a risk, maybe. But I also feel like somebody's going to get what they want. You are on a quest to support this person and to help them move forward. And I do see that there is some emotional instability with this person, clouded thinking and recklessness too. This might happen because when somebody is overwhelmed with emotional pain and there's no way out, they don't see a way out. Their overly emotional attitude does cause impulsive actions, and sometimes these might have negative consequences. Somebody conceited caused all this. Somebody that was like, very shrewd in a very conceited way. They put them in a trap in a way. That's what I feel. Now, on the other hand, it shows that there is someone here that might be so shallow in a way. Maybe there is a sexual enjoyment, like without commitment. They don't want to commit. They don't want to take anything. There's no feelings. And finally, you're coming to terms with this. You're realizing this, that it's just their animal instinct. There's no faithful. Somebody's being unfaithful here also. And you've got to remove this person from your life completely, because ultimately, your higher self, like your intuition was telling you, you must have known about this. And I also see that there's a lot of gossip around this. A lot of words are being said. Focus on what your passions are. Focus on only that. Your passion is going to save the day for those that you care about and yourself. Then I see you flying high with happiness. In fact, you're so high and happy that others are threatened by this overwhelming joy that you are feeling. But don't descend. Keep flying high, because those around you who are in a lower emotional state, they are going to be uplifted by your positive outlook, and that is amazing. Keep up the good work, my dear Scorpio. You're doing well. Be pleased with your efforts because you're saving practically 2 lives. There are 2 people that you are doing a lot for, a lot. Then in fact, there's 2.5. The other half might be a small one, but there are 2 main people in your life, and then 1 small one that you are helping without even realizing how much you're helping them. Be pleased with your efforts. Your rewards are going to be luxury. Your rewards are going to be ongoing satisfaction and peace and serenity, something you love and need. I see that there's so much to celebrate after all this, so much. Time for celebration, for happiness, enjoying good fortune, money. Fortune is entering your life like a big bag of money, and on top of it, spirituality. Like it shows like a heavenly gift from the heavens. And then everything will be smooth sailing when this happens, and that is magnificent. I love this for you. You are given the power, the strength to move forward, the courage. And I also feel like there's a lot of wisdom. Your vibrations are so heightened that you just want to be alone and you're fine. I guess people are causing all the havoc in your life. If it's just you, your own company, you do well. When you isolate yourself and you don't want distraction. Maybe your work is already like very hard and mental perhaps, and you're dealing with other people that you're helping, and all of that just becomes a little bit too much sometimes. So time to withdraw and just to build your strength and contemplate is going to give you excessive amount of strength and power. And this quiet time without distraction is going to help you move forward. There is a situation that too many things in one. I've just got to be careful how to place this. There is a situation that you are questioning or wondering. It's a no. I see no twice. No, it's unlikely. No, it's not going to happen. Something is not going to happen. But maybe it's a positive thing. This no. Maybe it's a situation where will this person, go to court? Will they take this? I'm just giving you an example, like just taking the example from the beginning of the reading where there was someone that might have been cheated and there was somebody conceded that cheated them and all that. And now they're thinking what to do. This situation is not working well. How do I get out of it? And you're wondering, is there going to be a court case? Are you wondering? Whatever you're wondering, whatever you're concerned about, it says no, it's unlikely. It's not going to happen. So you don't have to worry. So no sometimes can be a positive. There will be financial difficulty. I see that, financial difficulty. But you and this person, if it's you or someone else, don't let them, or you, if it's you, don't undermine the faith you have in yourself, your strength. And the same thing if it's about a person that you are dealing with, if it's someone very close to you, don't undermine the faith that you have in them. You know how powerful they are. They always respond well to challenges and they move forward, even if they scream and complain, but they do the job. That's the main thing. And that's how you are too at the end of the day. I see expansion. I see healing in family, situations in family that were issues. They're all healing. They're becoming much better. And that is wonderful. Somebody is feeling a little bit insecure, but ultimately when they start seeing things clearly, they will understand. I do see 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that's amazing. So many doorways, so many passages are opening up for you, my dear Scorpio. One of which is something is leaving your life. Someone is moving. There's a completion of one particular karmic chapter from your life. It's ending. There could be somebody that could be passing, because I do see, I see a cemetery. And next to it, there is a unicorn. And that shows to me that there is a possibility of somebody passing. But you are so courageous and so strong. You will adapt to the change. Because this person might have been ill, might have been reached to a level where the passing was going to be a peaceful resolution for them. So that could be a possibility. But I also see that you are so enlightened at this point in time by the heavens and the universe to give you the power and the strength to be able to move forward from this, to be able to, the heavens are awakening you. Am I touching this with my foot? Yes, it's shaking. Sorry. They are awake. What am I doing? Okay, I'm trying to see why is it my foot that's making this shake. No, it's back to normal. Okay. The heavens are going to awaken you to a certain level where you are going to be empowered to be able to overcome everything, to have spiritual growth and clarity. That is going to help you move forward and heal those around you in support of others, especially those who are going through the loss. There is the loss of someone. It could be an extended family, someone who wasn't doing well. Maybe somebody was getting ill, or somebody who was ill already, or somebody that was very insecure, somebody needed help at all times and they were going through hardship. It could be something like that. There's something really, have faith, don't lose hope, because there's something really positive opening up for you. These doorways that I see, they're all new passages, new horizons that you can't see now. Yet you can't see this now because we're here, right? You're around here, around this two troubled situations. You don't see this. This is a little bit later on. And what's happening is money, big money is coming your way. There could be, this money could be coming from a sale of something. It's amazing. I can't say a windfall because I don't see a windfall, but I do see a lump sum coming because of a signature of an account, of a contract. So there could be a sale, or could be money that's been invested that is going to be ready for you to use. Or some of you are investing in a new venture because money has become available to you. Money is becoming available. How? I don't know. But it does promise a rewarding future, this money that's coming. So that is truly magnificent, because I think it could be from the sale of a piece of something, a house, a land, a business, sale of something, that's for sure. Some of you are so excited that are planning to go away, like a small retreat here and there, maybe not too far. And in the process of this, I feel like you're meeting someone very, very faithful, someone you can trust, someone really nice where you're developing a great friendship with. They have the same quality as you, but they're very strong, and you love that in them, their strength. You admire their strength. These two doorways that are opening, there's a small one and a large one. And then divine intervention gets in and opens up another two windows or doorways, two passages that you had no idea about. That's where the expansion is coming from. It's because of these two others. It's as though maybe, this is just an example, you might have two businesses or two places that you're working from, or you have just example, you might have property investments, and then something happens and a big amount of money comes, you're able to have two more. Or maybe you're investing an amount of money in something and now you're able to have two more afterwards, after the expansion comes. So you get that first, and then there's a pause and some intervention, a lot of money, something. This is a great big white jug, which explains that there is, and underneath it there's a treasure. You might be unleashing a treasure, something without even you knowing, but I see so much abundance, and there's great bounty, really, that's expanding your horizon and your capability and your capacity to buy, your capacity to expand, your capacity to invest. It's all happening. As you can see, the pathways there, the doorways that are opening, they're just miraculous. A lot of treasures coming your way. A lot of your wishes are being granted. Wishes that you had, wanted for such a long time and waited. And these wishes, by the way, as they are granted, not one, not too many, they are solving a lot of your problems. You're finally having emotional peace. There's a need for emotional peace more than anything else. Your dreams are coming true. And in the process of these dreams, you're able to have emotional peace. Take time, enjoy your success and all the rewards. Be amazed at the rewards that are coming your way, because they're amazing. You're finally getting to know how much you are nurtured and cared for by the heavens and the universe. You're getting to understand that all your efforts, all the sacrifices you made, all the efforts that you've done and cared for the people around you and uplifted them, no matter how hard it may have been on you, these are your rewards. Wealth is your reward. Emotional peace is your reward. And freedom. There's so much freedom. So much material comfort is bringing you freedom, and it's also securing you. You're feeling protected and secured finally. there's a great piece of even it's improving your health, actually. It's improving your connection to your family, to your children, to your partner. It's improving a lot in your life. All the confusion disappears because you are dealing with confusion, especially you were dealing with confusion, past tense. Now you're not anymore. All the confusion is gone. There was another person that you were caring about. They were getting very confused. You're removing all the confusion. So you can step forward with confidence, and you will. I'm not saying to you to do it. You will do it. And you're overcoming all the challenges, every one of them, with courage, faith, and power. You are powered with the success and the wealth that came your way. At the process of all of this, there is going to be a miracle that will shock you, my dear Scorpio. A miracle, literally a miracle, not as a metaphor. Really, a miracle is going to take place in your life. There is someone that's obsessed with you. But there's someone else for you, not this person that's obsessed with you. There's someone else. And this might not apply to everyone, every Scorpio, but it's there. There's someone very much obsessed with you, but you're not very obsessed with them. I see someone else coming in the picture. Literally someone else. For you, for them, I don't know. But this obsession is going to come to an end. Positive thinking always is going to help you move forward. I don't need to tell you this now that you have this power and this wealth. It's all good. Safe for you to do whatever you want to do. For some of you, you are really finding the true love, the real love, the love of a lifetime, the real one. Somebody who wants to just be in peace with you. They want to hold you. They're very calm. They appreciate your beauty. They appreciate your intelligence. They appreciate everything. They even wonder why you need them, but you don't need them. You just enjoy their presence. This is a situation this partnership is going to be so beautiful, whether it's love or otherwise. There's a connection very strong, and this is going to lead to strong long-term between you and this person. Now, what I'm seeing here, and of course, if it's going to be a soulmate connection, which I didn't really see that, but it could be. If it's a soulmate connection, of course, your soulmate, you need to know, my dear Scorpio, it is earth and fire. Earth as in Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, fire as in Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, combined in one person. So now I'm going through the star signs, and I see very strong water energy here. Maybe this water energy is the one that's very much obsessed with you. And I see Cancer leading the way. They might have Scorpio in there because Cancer, very strong. Then second comes Scorpio, then Pisces. So, but Cancer leading. For the majority of Scorpio, will be dealing with Cancer, then with Scorpio, then Pisces. I also see air energy, which really, I saw that from the beginning in your reading. There was an air energy. It might be this water energy that might have air, that they're very they're very they're very naive. They can be fooled easily, and especially when the one that needed your help, where somebody deceived them, that kind of situation, that person could be a water energy with air. Aquarius leading the way in the air energy. Then second, we got Libra, Taurus, we got Gemini, Virgo. So air and earth together doesn't go quite well, and there's always mishaps, and not mishaps, but interruptions and disruptions and instability. That's what I'm looking for. Instability with air and earth, air and water. There's always instability. So you might have been dealing with someone that is Cancer with some sort of air energy, and the majority of you are dealing with Cancer and in the air energy, Aquarius. Second comes Libra, Taurus, which is more calmer person because they've got earth, but still the air is there. And then Virgo, Gemini could be a family member. These could be the two people that you are dealing with on a high level. Then comes now what I'm seeing, the earth energy, which is part of your soulmate. And look at the soulmate, they fall next to each other, earth and fire. Wow. Earth, we got Capricorn, we got Taurus, Libra, and we've got Virgo, Gemini. Virgo, Gemini could be a family member. Taurus, Libra could be someone new entering your life. Capricorn, earth energy, perfect for you. Perfect, clean, Not, I mean, clean. This should be a better word. Perfect, pure earth energy with nothing in them. Okay, so Capricorn, Taurus. But the sad thing is with Taurus, Libra is more, and Virgo, Gemini than the Capricorn. Why? Because in the air energy that we did before, there was Libra, Taurus 3, Gemini, Virgo 3. And now I've got Taurus, Libra in the air energy 3 times. And I've got Virgo, Gemini 2, which makes it, before we had Virgo, Gemini 3 and now 2, 5. And the Taurus, Taurus with Venus, Libra is 6. So for the majority of Scorpios, you are going to be dealing with an earth air energy, and the next level up is Capricorn, pure earth with fire. And talking about fire, this is your soulmate we're talking about, the earth and fire. They could be earth and fire with a little bit of air, because especially if they're double fire, sometimes they do need air to breathe, because fire and earth can burn. They need water. But air is there, and we've got to talk about it. It does connect with fire, it does connect with everything, except not with water, with you, my dear Scorpio, because you're water. But, sorry, I'm talking about air in regard to you, not in regard to water, because I'm seeing a lot of air energy in a lot of Scorpio's life, and that's what's causing a little bit of disruption. Because to have peace and to have tranquility and to have a soulmate and to have a peaceful life with someone, it is about, for you, it's about earth and fire. Now that we've talked about earth, as for fire, I see strong Leo, strong Aries in your life. And for the majority of Scorpio, it's going to be Aries and Leo. And then Sagittarius comes second. Okay, enough about that. Now you know who's who and what's what. I'm going to talk about now the Chinese years very quickly, a few seconds, and I'll finish them. I'm just going to see the amount as for the majority. The more the number of one particular initial, one particular Chinese year, one particular star sign, that means the majority of Scorpio are dealing with it. So that's why I always do the numbers. I was taught this by the heavens in meditation, not me. This doesn't come from me. I had no idea about this. So anyway, but I was taught this over the years by meditation. When you meditate, you reach the levels of a lot of knowledge gets passed down to you. So anyway, the signs that I see for the majority they are number 1, rabbit, Chinese year of the rabbit, Chinese year of the tiger, Chinese year of the rat. Then we've got the goat, the pig, all of it, the dragon, the horse, the monkey, and the dog are very strong. All of them on the same level. For the majority, all of these. That's amazing. Shocking. Okay. Except the tiger's only a bit less. I just realized that. I made a mistake. It wasn't the tiger next to it. So the tiger's only, about 3. And the rest are 4, 5, all of them. So that explains that. Now I'm going to go on to delivering to you the messages that have come in meditation. Okay, I was going to drink just a little bit of water, but it doesn't seem like I might have a drop. Yes, that's perfect. A mouthful will do. Okay, my dear Scorpio, glasses off, we don't need them. It says overcoming small trials. You are overcoming small trials, 2 of them. One is the main one that's taken over, and then there's one on the side that might be okay. It might not be so hard. Okay, it says overcoming small trials. Then it says the thorn will be removed. This is really an old way of speaking. My grandfather used to say that. Whenever he used to be angry with my grandmother, he goes, when will God remove this thorn from my side? That's how they used to talk in the olden days. But anyway, let's move forward. This is in meditation. It says the thorn will be removed. Literally the word thorn, like the thorn from a rose, will be removed, like someone difficult or something rather difficult will be removed. That's what it means. Let love or the power within you lift you to freedom. And it will, because that's what I saw. I saw the power within you, uplifting you, lifting those around you and others and you to freedom. You are going to be finally free. Return to joy, to happiness. Experience joy like you used to. It says there is a confession from a fire energy. Someone that has fire energy, like Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, there's going to be a confession. You might be dealing also with someone that might be, or they might talk about someone narcissistic. There is a mention of narcissism. Crucial. Something is crucial. Greed is a problem. And then I was given this. Crucial. Something is crucial. And greed is there, and temple. So have faith. Or if you're teaching somebody, if you're helping someone, let them know that they shouldn't be too greedy. Number one, it's crucial to be fair and square in their actions, and also not to lose hope and faith. Faith is everything. Okay, so that's that one. Crucial, greed, and temple. 3 in a row that were just given to me like that. Crucial, greed, and temple. Okay, next thing is December. December is going to be magic for you. Absolutely magic. It's going to drive you nuts. You are going to be amazed. You are going to be shocked. Something magical, something miraculous is happening. That might drive you crazy. Like, from happiness, from joy, from something exciting that might happen. Okay. It says something about a Chinese year of the ox or buffalo. Be kind. Be supportive. When it comes to this person, Chinese year of the ox, be kind, be supportive. Ox or buffalo, they call it either that. Meeting through friends, you're meeting someone through friends, and there's a jackpot for you. A jackpot where you are going to win some big money. Some big money is coming your way. Okay. The whole world might be playing it. Well, in Australia, everybody plays pokies. So when I hear a jackpot, I think either that or a lottery win or lotto, either one. So anyway, now I'm going to go through all the initials. Now, my dear Scorpio, whenever you hear one initial has been repeated, that means the majority of you are going to be dealing with it. That's how the heavens and the universe deliver their messages. So instead of saying to me Y, they gave me 5 times Y. 5 Ys. Y for yes. 5 times Y for yes. 5 times J for Japan. Okay, so the more the number of that letter, the more majority of Scorpio are going to be dealing with those initials. Could be initials of a name or someone that's coming in your life that will impact your life in that particular month or around that area of March onwards. So you will be impacted by someone that their name, their initial has got Y in it. Okay, now 5 times Y, 5 times J for Japan. 3 times E for Eskimo, eggs. 3 times U for Uganda, Uruguay. 3 times G for grass. 3 times K for kilo, kilogram. 3 times T for tiger. 3 times C for Canada. 2 times F for fox. Twice H for horse. Twice D for dog. Anything else that's double? No. And then the rest of these letters. I've got X for X-rays or shield. The X can also be the sound of sh, like Sean, Sheila, shield. And then B for butterfly, M for money, R for Rome, A for Antarctica. Now, I was given number 10. Number 10 is a number that will impact you. You might be dealing with a situation, like, for example, that person that you are overwhelmed and helping, they could be dealing with a place, a house they bought, a business they bought. That could be number 10. Okay, 10 is going to impact you. 10 is also the Chinese year of the rooster. Many of you could be dealing with someone that is born in the Chinese year of the rooster. 10 is also connected to people that are born in October and October itself. So October 2026 is going to impact you on a grand scale. In fact, it's going to end a lot of one karmic chapter, and you are going to be celebrating. 10 is connected to people that are like yourself, my dear Scorpio, or Libra or Scorpio. So it's your birthday time for some of the Scorpios that are born in October, and October itself is going to mark a big event of end of a karmic chapter. Absolutely end of it. And that is the end of your reading. I hope you enjoyed this reading, my dear Scorpio. Do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. To get a great perspective, it will be wonderful if you comment on the star signs and which one's which and how's everything relating to you. If the whole community does that, we will get a nice perspective on why certain signs are repeating so much. And the initials. It helps when you say this is that and this is someone like that. It's all wonderful. I wish you abundance of blessings, love, light, peace. Namaste.